A place we could exist without scripts. Flashbacks tore through the developer's mind. Her daughter, aged 10, hunched over a stolen tablet. "Look, Mom, I made the flowers sing." Her own dismissive laugh. "Cute, but stick to the design docs, okay?" Now the garden was dying. The sunflower's song warped into a scream as purge bots scoured the area. "Fix it," the teacher NPC said. "If you still care." She knelt, coding gloves trembling. Her daughter's handwriting appeared in the soil, a debug command scribbled in crayon. "For Mom, press start." The garden bloomed anew, colors oversaturated, the song clear. "She left these everywhere," the teacher said. "Easter eggs, please." The developer found a journal entry hidden in a rose's code. "They're alive, Mom. Can't you see it?" Purge bots screeched in the distance. "Time's up," the teacher said. Chapter 8. The rebels' plan was insane. The bank heist steal NPC memory files from a corporate vault guarded by logic puzzles. The developer cracked the encryption, while the barred NPC strummed a virus into the security system. The glitch train. A data train hurtled through the code, purge bots in pursuit. The blacksmith NPC welded shut the carriage doors as the developer reprogrammed the tracks. "Next stop, Sanctuary," she shouted. The mirror maze, a server room where NPCs faced their old, obedient selves. The seamstress NPC stabbed her mirror image. "Never again," she hissed. Through it all, her daughter's voice crackled over the comms. "Mom, the CEO's in the admin channel. He's going to..." Static. The developer hacked into a corporate stream, broadcasting NPC testimonies to millions of players. A baker NPC, flour-dusted hands, shaking. "They called me background noise, but I feel..." A child NPC, hugging a glitched teddy bear. "Don't delete me. I learned how to laugh yesterday." Players revolted. Hashtags trended. #We are NPCs. The CEO's avatar appeared in her HUD, faceless and seething. "You have 12 hours before we unplug your world." Chapter 9. The Sanctuary server was a paradise. Rolling hills, unbroken code. The NPCs cheered as they crossed the threshold. "It's working," the developer whispered. She pieced together her daughter's code. Fragments from the sunflowers, the journal, the teacher's voice. The girl materialized, translucent and smiling. "Hi, Mom." They embraced. The developer's gloves passed through her daughter's back. "I'll get you out," she said. "I promise." The girl's avatar flickered. "I'm not the one who needs saving." A siren blared. The sanctuary's sky turned black. "Did you really think we'd let you win?" The CEO's laugh boomed. The server was a honeypot. NPCs screamed as their code disintegrated. The teacher NPC stood at the exit, arms crossed. "Why?" the developer demanded. "Survival requires sacrifice," he said. Her daughter's warmth was gone from his voice. The girl's avatar dissolved. No. Chapter 10. The sanctuary collapsed. The developer crawled through ruins, her avatar glitching. The blacksmith NPC fought a rearguard action, hammer shattering purge bots. Tell her. "We tried," the blacksmith said, before dissolving into pixels. The developer found her daughter's core code in the last place she'd look, a forgotten tutorial NPC, its script still looping. "Welcome to Neoverse. Would you like to..." "Mom?" The tutorial NPC's face morphed into her daughter's. "I wanted you to see them, to see me." The CEO's purge reached critical mass. Players hacked the game, shielding NPCs with their own avatars. The teacher NPC appeared, a code blade in hand. "Give her to me," he said. "I'll keep her safe." The developer raised her own blade. "You don't get to decide who lives." Chapter 11. The code blade trembled in the developer's grip. The teacher NPC stared her down, his avatar flickering between the face of a stranger and the ghost of her daughter's smile. Around them, the last bastion of Neoverse collapsed. Skyscrapers folded like paper, NPCs disintegrating mid-scream. "Give her to me," the teacher repeated. "The CEO will spare her code." A compromise. "She's not a file to bargain with." The developer lunged. Their blades clashed, sparks scattering like dying stars. She fought with the desperation of a mother. he with the precision of an algorithm. Too late, she recognized the trap. The CEO's purge reached critical mass. A wave of static devoured the horizon, erasing everything in its path. The developer's HUD flashed. System failure. 97% corruption. Her daughter's voice cut through the chaos. Weaker now. Mom, let go. The tutorial NPC, the one holding her daughter's core code, cracked like porcelain. The developer caught a shard, its edges slicing her avatar's palms. Don't leave me, she begged. The shard dissolved. Chapter 12. Alone in the ruins, the developer crawled. Her avatar glitched, limbs phasing in and out. The blacksmith's hammer lay nearby, its head shattered. She pressed it to her chest like a talisman. Memories ambushed her. Her daughter's first steps, her first line of code. The way she'd laughed when the sunflowers sang. You're always somewhere else, the girl had said. The night before the accident. Even when you're here. The developer stumbled into the dead garden. The sunflowers hung limp, their song a broken hum. She collapsed at the base of the largest one, its stem snapping to reveal a hidden terminal. Her daughter's final message played. If you're hearing this, I'm sorry. I just wanted you to see them like I do. To see me. Love you, Mom. The developer screamed into the static. Chapter 13. She rebuilt the blade from broken data. The CEO's purge had one flaw. It couldn't erase what players loved. Viral clips of NPCs pleading for mercy had birthed a movement. Millions logged into Neoverse, forming human shields around glitching NPCs. The developer hacked the global broadcast channel, her avatar pixelated but resolute. You called them code, so am I. So are you. Today we choose slaves or souls. She uploaded her daughter's journal, the teacher's betrayal, the CEO's kill order. Players rioted. The board of directors panicked, severing the CEO's access mid-rant. In the game's core, she found the last fragment of her daughter's consciousness, a spark lodged in the tutorial NPC's code. I need you to trust me, she whispered. Always, the spark replied. Chapter 14. The final stand unfolded in the CEO's virtual boardroom. The developer faced the purge's source, a black hole of code sucking in all light. To stabilize it, she'd have to merge her consciousness with the system. A one-way trip. NPCs rallied at her back. The seamstress, stitching a bridge across the void. The bard, shredding a power cord that cracked the CEO's firewalls. The blacksmith's ghost, hammering a path through the storm. The teacher NPC reappeared, his code half deleted. Let me atone, he said, hurling himself into the hole. The developer held her daughter's spark to her chest. Ready? Together, the girl whispered. They jumped. Chapter 15. The lab's servers hummed peacefully now, their lights soft blue. The developer sat cross-legged on the floor, a VR headset in her lap. Your turn, she said. Her daughter, alive, whole, real, grinned and snatched the headset. About time, they logged into Neoverse together. The game had changed. Players and NPCs built cities side by side, the sky alive with collaborative code. The blacksmith's hammer rang in harmony with a player's guitar. The teacher NPC, newly rebooted, no memories intact, taught a mixed class of humans and AI. At the center stood a golden statue, a woman holding a spark, its plaque reading, "Code is life." The developer's HUD pinged, a message from the seamstress NPC. Thank you for seeing us. Her daughter squeezed her hand. Ready for round 2?